Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill. That is the Coffee Company. It's a nice sunny day. It's a bit cloudy, but it's a good day today. But a bit of housekeeping before we bring in people from the chat and make a cup of coffee, because I really need a cup of coffee. We are going to be a lot more aggressive when it comes to moderating this channel. That's become now too loud. So just as a warning to all those that might come into the chat and to the person that makes fake accounts, any person I consider to be a fake account will immediately be banned by my moderators. One of them's in the chat at the moment, and there's always plenty of moderators around here, and there's always me to moderate as well. So yeah, no fake accounts. No fake accounts. Anyone that is running a fake account or is running a faceless account that I don't know will immediately be banned. I don't want any more of this situation. I don't want fake people in the chat. I don't want people going in people's shows to mud folks. None of this. We are going to be a nice community. We are a nice community. And unlike some channels that allow horrible people to be on their shows, they know who they are. Those people that spread mud and then get offended by any little thing, you will be immediately got rid of. And yeah, so no fake accounts. And yeah, no fake accounts. Anyone I consider to be a fake account will immediately be banned. Straight up. Don't want them anymore. Catfish, fake accounts, troll accounts, people that work for certain entertainment venues. You will all be gone. You will all be gone on any of the channels I moderate. So, yeah, just a bit of housekeeping. A massive thank you to Kate from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs for sending all these lovely folk people. And, yeah, let's see who's in the house. We got the number one Agambar in the world. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. We got Andrew Gregory, YouTube member, saying afternoon, Ben. Hope everyone is well. Good to see you, Andrew. Good to see you, mate. We got It's Bobby K. It's Bobby K. Big up, mate. Big up. Good to see you. Well, yeah, this is what we got to do, Andrew, because there are people in this community that shouldn't be in the community, that are allowed to foster in this community, that are only here to cause harm and only here to cause toxicity. And I'm going to sling their hook, because I'm fed up of them. We got Joris, good to see you at the Belgian Hotspur. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're good. We got Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Right, big up, Ben. Good to see you, Drew La La. Drew La La. Good to see you, lovely. We got Paddy. Good to see you, mate. So Ben, that fella Bobby Kaiser, fake account. Block him quick, probably. But we never know. We never know. Good to see you, Paul G. Saying good afternoon, Ben, from a real Paul. Hopefully you're all well. Absolutely, you're real, Paul G. I know you very well. Big up, Mark CFC. Good to see you. Good to see you. We have Shem Tang saying, how Ben came from that terrible fake girl who loves Spurs. At least it's a good show. It's a great show. I can't hear you when you're banned. Lee Smithy Smith. Get well soon to Lee Smithy Smith. I hope you're well. I know you're in the hospital today, but get well soon, buddy. Take it easy. Take it easy indeed. You tell them, Cough. Respect. Absolutely. Ben, I work for Spurs and I have an entertainment menu. Does that count? Yeah, they do. They do. Hi, Ben, via Kate. Absolutely good to see you. Chris Loney. One more week. I can change my name back. Great stuff. Good to see you, Paul G. We got, hi, Leo. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. We got Donny Rodriguez saying big up, Ben. Good to see you, Tony. Hopefully you're well. We got the Ian Ferguson. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. We got it's Auntie Kate's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully you're well. New nickname, Timeout Leprechaun Champion. Absolutely. Philly! Big up, mate. Good to see you. Good day, Benny boy. Good to see you. Good to see you. We've got Fran, YouTube member. Good to see you, Fran. Good to see you. Good to see you. My two favourite Americans. My favourite Welshman. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? I had a lovely weekend with my lovely Mickey, so she was keeping me under wraps and making sure I behaved. And yeah, I miss my Mickey already. And yeah, but yeah, I had a great weekend. It was good. Problem with being with Mickey, because she knows when anything's wrong. She can hear the cogs turn in my head. So immediately when something's slightly wrong, she's like, "What's on?" It's a real problem. It's a real problem. I can't hide anything. We got Jason Bell saying, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good to see you, Jason. Good to see you." Let's make a coffee. I need a coffee. How is everyone? How is everyone? How is everyone? But what's going on with the coffee cup co today? Good to see you, Rob. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Mr. Belcher. Good to see you. What's happening? El Del Cocorel. Good to see you, Jose. Good to see you. Good to see you. Massive thank you to everyone who supported us in the last couple of days. It's been an interesting couple of days. But we know that everyone has our back. The good people have our back, that is. And now we do need to buy some milk. Oh, good here. Hope Mickey enjoyed it. She loved it. She enjoyed it. She went through all the ringers. She went. Poor Mickey had to deal with Tottenham Hotspur YouTubers. Yeah, she loved the game. I'm waiting for Mia to write football. Well, you're the first one to get it. Yeah. Good to see you, Tony. Ollie, what? Oh, there's another one. There's another one. But yes, if you have not become a member of the coffee company already, there is the membership link that will take you and you become a member. So anyone, thank you so much to everyone that has become a member and supported the show. It really helps us out a lot. And it's great. It's great. Anyone that has, they've got so many good members already. So many cool things. Mate, that looks a serious coffee. Must come and check you out when I'm in London. Where is the coffee company located? It is located on 8th the Broadway, Woodford Green. If I can get up the overlay, it's just there. 8th the Broadway, Woodford Green, IG80HL, or you can go into the links in onto the YouTube channel, and that will send you straight to the website, and that will find it. Or just type in Google the coffee company. That will give you. That will help you find the place. Looks like a serious coffee machine. It's a good one. I like my La Montocco. 15 years old, still strong to this day. All good. Great machine. Smash some likes. Have such a great community after a slow start. This channel is getting the subs. It's still not totally getting there, Rob. We're trying our best. At this moment in time, I want people that want to be here rather than a number. As much as I'd love to get 1,000 subs, I don't think we're ever going to get 1,000 subs. So we'll try our best. We'll try our best, but at the moment, we're just trying to be nice to each other. Then I did a Google Map shop in the shop yesterday. It looks like this. It's not the greatest, to be honest. We are a bit out of the way. But as a manufacturing plant, it's not bad. We do, if we can get some investment from the main company, maybe we can invest in a second location that is purely a coffee drinking spot rather than a manufacturing place. Or if one of our tenants down the road decide to get rid of their lease, maybe we can start up of a coffee place where we can start. But we need to start making some money. We need to start making some money. We're getting there. It's a difficult one, and we need all the help we can get. It's just a one man. It's difficult when you've only got one person doing everything. Cool, thanks. Absolutely, Joyce. 26 watching, 12 and smash the like button. Absolutely. Parking looks like a nightmare. Yeah, it'll be easy enough. Easy enough, mate. Let's have a coffee. I've actually got, from the co-op, some mini donuts. I got some mini dots. And we're going to have some of those because I love a donut. I really need a crappy donut. Sometimes a really bad donut that's just like for the fat and sugar is really good. But yeah, I need to make this coarser. It's a bit bitter. It's a tiny bit bitter. But it still tastes good. Roasted some coffee today, so it won't be ready for a few days. But admittedly, this coffee, 18th, I believe it was. I can't remember. Yeah, 18th. Kuva, big up everyone. If you need a wingman, if you're doing jump on Kuva. Bobby, you can jump on. Good to see you, Coves. Hopefully all well. You can jump on, be a wingman. Let's have a chat. Afternoon, Ben and everyone in chat. Good to see you, Stu boy. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're well. Great new picture, Stuart. But I saw Ghostbusters at the weekend. If everyone who is a member of Tottenham on Tour and Tottenham Away becomes a member, Ben is over the line. And I don't think they're ever going to send people. Tottenham on Tour, obviously, I'm a member of Tottenham on Tour. So I send as many people as I can. But I don't think Tottenham Away are ever going to send me members and people to come and subscribe to me. I don't think that's ever going to happen, to be honest, Tony. But it's always a good shout. Good morning, late start in Scotland today, absolutely. But Kuva, jump on, mate. I don't think I'll ever get 1,000 subs, but we get there. Oh, big up, Kuva. How are you, mate?
I have the power as well now.
You have the power. What's happening? How's the weekend?
You mentioned Ghostbusters. I remember. I loved the first one. What the original Ghostbusters, one of the best films I've ever seen. Absolutely love it. It sort of encompassed all the fun of the 80s movies for me. The second one wasn't obviously anywhere near as good, but
it's still a brilliant film.
It still had the same characters, so it was still enjoyable, but it didn't live up to quite the fun of the first one. But then I watched that abysmal reboot with the all-female Ghostbusters.
Oh, dreadful! Absolutely dreadful.
And I thought,
but then
that's me done with the franchise.
Have you seen Afterlife?
I was just getting to this. I've watched the all-female version, and I thought, this is trashed. It's another one of these remakes where they just make it all girl as if it's going to improve it, and they forget about actually writing a good story or having interesting characters. So I was done with the franchise, and I left it. I just left it for ages. But then, I think it might have been you on stream a while ago talking about it, and the Afterlife one. So I thought the other day I spotted there's a new Ghostbusters film out. I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to watch Afterlife, see if I can get back into it. And Afterlife was pretty decent, I thought.
Yeah.
It was a good sort of homage to the original. You know,
it was a homage, but it was totally fun. It was just a fun nostalgia film.
It's really hard to replace the sheer strength of the actors that were in the original.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. I mean, they're just the
and
prime.
They were
in their prime at the time.
They were particularly good in the brand new one. Bill Murray was full Bill Murray the entire film. I'm not going to because it's only just come out. It came out 2 weeks ago. But it is so... Bill Murray is so funny in it. He's just brilliant. I love Bill Murray.
He's one of those Marmite sort of people, isn't he? Either you find him hilarious and everything. He's always the same character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Basically.
He's Bill Murray. He plays Bill Murray.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to the original, not the original, the latest version.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it the Frozen Throne, but that's not the right title.
No. But everyone's saying hello to you. But what's been happening, Kuva? What was your Easter snacks of choice at the weekend?
Curry.
Yeah, same.
Stuff the whole biscuit idea.
Yeah. I made a turkey tikka masala on Saturday night, and it was pretty.
Nice.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I went. Big fan of Madras or Rogan Josh. So I thought I couldn't decide which, so I made both. Yeah.
I've both ordered up the biscuits. Bill Murray, Caddyshack, indeed. Yeah, I was really surprised that they didn't F it up. I thought they would just stick all the old characters in it and just let them run. It's just that that's fun. And James Acaster, what's his? How do you say? James Acaster. Yeah, he was very funny in it.
I didn't even realise he was in it.
Yeah, he was in it.
He's one of these quirky, funny sort of blokes. Though, isn't he? Yeah,
he's up. Yep. Oh, this is a good question from Leo. In your opinion, is there a sequel to a movie that blows the first one out of the water? Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
It
doesn't blow it out of the water.
No, it doesn't, does it? Godfather 2 as well, I think, is better than the original, but it doesn't blow it out of the water.
Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom, no.
It's a tough one.
Bill Murray was in Space, and he was brilliant in Space Jam as well. I love Space Jam. Die Hard 2.
Nah, nowhere near as good as the first. Still liked it, but...
Oh, everyone, what's your answer to this question? Second films that are better than the first one?
There's an argument to be made for Alien, because Alien is a very different sort of film, so then it appeals to a different taste altogether.
Yeah.
Alien's been the action movie, Alien the horror. So you could give an argument for that. Trying to think otherwise.
Back to the Future 2, no. It's about on par.
Oh, hang on, can we cheat? Because it's not cheating really, is it? You mentioned Die Hard 2. I didn't think that was as good as the original, but Die Hard 3 was really good. I thought. Is it as good as the original? Nah, even then it's probably not.
Evil Dead. Jason is saying Evil Dead 2. So much better and funnier than the original.
Yes. I'm actually going to go with that one. Yeah, it was.
I've not seen the Evil Dead, so I don't know.
It was Evil Dead, but it was even eviler deader. It was, over the top stuff.
Dark Knight. I don't agree, Steve. I think Batman Begins is better than the Dark Knight, in my opinion. I don't like the Dark. I think the Dark Knight's too dark for me. But it's a very good film.
You know what? I just like all of those three. Just one watch. Put them all together, back to back.
Yeah.
There's a few films I feel the same way.
Oh, that's a good one. Pirates of the Caribbean 2. That's a good shout.
I haven't watched it.
Home Alone 2, maybe. Home Alone 2. I don't think so. I prefer Godfather 1 personally, but Godfather 2, cinematography wise, Godfather 2 is a better film, but I don't think story wise it is, personally.
Again, it's one of those trilogies of films that I'm happy to just put them all together and consider it one story.
Yeah. The Equalizer 2. The Equalizer 2. Dead Man's Chest is my favourite. And I haven't seen you in a while, Nick. Good to see you in the house. I haven't seen you in a while, but good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're well. Oh, I had one in my head and it's gone now.
I've got one. I've got one. If you like really horrible, gory, silly movies.
Yeah.
The Terrifier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The second one was just insane.
I've remembered it. I think Hot Fuzz is better than Shaun of the Dead. Not that that's really a sequel. They call it the Cornetto trilogy, so I am calling it a sequel because they call it the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh, that's right, because they eat cornettos in each film, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm raising Hot Fuzz as better than Shaun of the Dead, personally.
Yeah, it's down to taste, isn't it? I mean, for me, I preferred Shaun of the Dead, but
Shaun of the Dead is
I love my zombie movies as well, so it kind of appealed more anyway.
Morning Twins.
Andrew Gregory.
Debbie does Dallas too. Terrifier was mad. Sad, never seen the Terrifier. World's End was good, but not as good as the two. But yeah, the World's End wasn't great, was it? It wasn't great. When we get in Hot Fuzz 2, you don't need Hot Fuzz 2. Hot Fuzz 1 is perfect as it is. Oh, no. I disagree with you. Have you seen this film, The Multiverse of Madness?
I have.
I thought it was too mad. I prefer the first one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There's elements to it I think's really well done. But yeah, there was a bit more structure in the first one. I preferred it too.
But good to see you, Born to Lose. Hopefully you're well. Rush Hour 2. Not seen that film. Juan of the Dead. No.
No, I've not seen that one.
Shrek 2, I think... no, I prefer Shrek 1 personally. But if you think Shrek 2 is good, Shrek 2 is a good film. Top Gun 2, Maverick is far better than Top Gun 1. Top Gun Maverick is far better than Top Gun 1. Far better than it.
See, not for me, but that's because I was around in the 80s when Top Gun came out originally. So those kind of stick with you.
Yeah.
Movies always seem to matter more when you grow up with them, don't they? So I can get why you'd say that, Ben.
But yeah. No. Maverick was awesome. I love that film. And I don't like Tom Cruise. The fact that I love that film shows how good Top Gun Maverick is. But yeah, good. Strange is a bumble comeback.
Bobby, I'm with you, mate.
Toy Story 2. I don't know.
Again, it's that series of films. I think you should just put them all together and consider it one story.
I like Toy Story 3. I think Toy Story 3 is really emotional. I think it's really... Yeah. Police Academy 2. Ocean's 12 over Ocean's 11. Not seen either. Maverick was cheesy, but I loved it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so cheesy. That's a good shout as well. Paddington 2 is brilliant. Paddington 2.
Not seen either.
You've got to watch them. You would love Paddington because it's so wholesome. But it's got that little laughs in it.
It's so wholesome. You don't know me at all, do you?
No, but you would like it. I think you either like it's so dark, it's like the darkest space of hell, or it's like really cuddly. And Paddington fits that bill of just being really nice cuddle film. Of just being really.
I don't like really cuddly.
Yes, you do. You're cool.
Like what? Like what?
I don't know. Empire Strikes Back.
That's not cuddly.
It's a bit cuddly.
That's got quite a grim ending to it, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was cuddle.
Man with his hand cut off and his best friend's been taken away hostage, frozen in carbonite.
Yeah, cuddling.
Like Strikes Back, and it did.
Yeah. Surely one of the later Bond movies was better. Moonraker.
Bond's an interesting one because there's so many movies that there's going to be some good ones and some bad ones. So there's no particular order to that.
Yeah. Well, it's because Casino Royale is actually the first Bond book, isn't it? From what I remember.
I think it's the one that where he's exclusively the character. I heard somewhere a while ago that he featured in something else before that as well, but it wasn't really considered a Bond film, a Bond novel or something.
Cuba, wholesome, lol. Yeah, he's wholesome. Have you never seen Cuba and the Kang? It's the most wholesome show on the planet. Beverly Hills Cop 2. Ooh. Lords, that's a good shout as well. That's a really good shout.
Again, I can't separate the three. Just slap them all together and watch them all one after the other.
All 12 hours of it, because we have to watch special extended edition.
Absolutely.
Mad Max 2 is better than the original. Really mad. All the better for it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Love Mad Max 2. Yeah.
Bond is tough to pass. I watched Live and Let Die last night. Man, that was filled with a lot of choices. Have you ever seen the first Casino Royale with Woody Allen and David Niven? No.
Yeah,
no.
It's good. It's good.
Do you know any other tunes? Roger as Bond. Okay, yeah. Roger Moore as Bond is my favourite. He's serious enough, but ultimately very cheesy.
Yeah, I must admit I'm a Sean Connery fan when it comes to Bond. But I think Roger Moore had just some really fun movies.
Yeah,
they really were. The introduction of Jaws as a villain, awesome, still awesome. That's one of the weird things. When I was growing up and I watched those Bond films and Jaws appears with this huge, great big bloke with the sort of steel teeth, and he's picking up Roger Moore by the throat and holding him against the wall. And I thought, this can't be right. James Bond shouldn't be such a little man like this.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He was over 6 foot. It's just Jaws was huge.
Huge, yeah.
So I went through all my childhood thinking Roger Moore's this tiny little bloke.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It shocked me.
No, he's actually he was quite built.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every man winces to Casino Royale. Absolutely, they do. Especially the torture scene. I'm
sitting uncomfortable now.
Roger Moore played Bond tongue-in-cheek. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 is a good one as well. That's a great shout.
Then again, I think the first one was great as well. But again, it's really different sort of movies, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first one's incredibly dark. The second one's got so much humor in it.
Yeah. Ouch. Yep. Ouch. It's a timeless classic. Absolutely timeless classic. In Debbie Does Dallas #2. It's an interesting one. Is it because why can they never make a sequel? I mean, Indiana Jones did it right by making the second one a prequel.
You talk about Debbie Does Dallas still.
Cheech and Chong 2, the next movie, absolutely.
Yes. I love Cheech and Chong.
Have you ever seen The Crow with Brandon Lee? One of my no, I have not seen.
Yeah.
I've not seen. I need to watch some more movies.
It's a really
Superman 2. Ooh.
Oh, good shout. Good shout.
Yeah.
The original Superman, it was okay. I was never really a Superman fan, though. I just find his character boring, personally.
Yeah.
But Superman 2, when it came out back in the day, that was a lot of fun. How can you pick 3 villains turning up at the same time in black PVC outfits and just trying to threaten the whole world? I thought that was a great thing.
Yeah. We got Sophie's in the house saying, well, what is going on here then? Well, we're just chilling out, Sophie. We're chilling out. I hope everyone is well. Hopefully you're all well. Good shout. Good shout. Chamber of Secrets. You've never seen Harry Potter because you don't care, which fair enough.
Oh, no, I've seen Harry Potter and the crock of shit or whatever it's called.
Oh, bloody hell. But yeah. We are talking about which sequels of movies are better than the first ones. Jaws 2. Jaws 2 is really good, I think.
It's not as good as the first, though.
Yeah. Maverick is awesome. I've still got Top Gun on VHS. Proper bloke Wednesday movie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone's saying hello to Sophie.
I really do miss Sophie's Corner.
Yeah. Sophie's Corner was great.
Absolutely.
Home Alone 2. People have said this. Home Alone 2. Right. We'll continue on this one. Which trilogy is flat out the best trilogy in the history of trilogies? We've got so many of them. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings.
Godfather.
What is The Godfather? That doesn't win, though. Toy Story. Which trilogy is the best out of all of them? Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction? Pulp Fiction for me, because it's just silly. Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 2, good shout. Star Wars, next subject. Back to the Future. What's your favourite trilogy of all time?
It's got to be the original Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
It just has. I mean, I was of that age where I'm sort of 7 or 8 years old. Star Wars hits the big screen, and I'm just blown away by it. It shaped my whole life. I just went from being the kid that played with the usual cowboys and Indians and soldiers and stuff to sci-fi all the way from that point on. It was just amazing. I've never seen such a big impact in the movie industry as that. Not in my lifetime, anyway. It's head and shoulders above for me. Yeah.
Ian's got a good one. The Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek film, and that is also a sequel. So I think that wins. That's probably it.
It is a damn good film.
Yeah. Khan!
As cheesy. Well, of course it's going to be cheesy. It's got William Shatner in it. So
yeah.
But that's what Star Trek is, though. I think either you appreciate that or you're missing out on the point of it.
Yeah. Godfather, but just going in the class of the first two. Yeah, but the third one drags them both down.
Third one I found watchable, but it's not the same, is it?
No, it's not.
It was kind of like putting the lid on the bottle after you've drunk something.
Yeah. It's the ending scene of The Godfather 3 when he dies in the garden of the house where Apollonia died. That's amazing, because it's like he died in the moment his original character died. Because if you look at Michael Corleone, even up to the point when he was living in Sicily, he still had that humanity about him, and how he was still a human. He was still like quite empathetic to people. The moment Apollonia died was when Michael Corleone died, and when that's when the Godfather was born, and that's when he became that vicious, evil human being, just like ruthless. So the fact that he died in the garden of that same house is like a beautiful synergy to the film, and it's sort of like he's died where his original soul died. So it's really good,
which is called good writing.
Yeah, it's good writing and also a homage to it's using what you've got.
Oh my God! Just imagine them doing a remake of The Godfather with an all-female cast.
Oh my God!
The Godmother. It doesn't sound right already.
There's a great one. Look at the Star Wars film and TV timeline. It will take a few weeks to watch it all. Absolutely. Wrath of Khan is scary, especially when Mama Kay is the lead actress. Oh, God. Wrath of Kang. Rocky 3 was the best out of all of them. Mr. T, classic.
Oh, love Mr. T.
Mr. T is great.
What do you see for Rocky Balboa in this?
Yeah. Didn't appreciate camera work was shot. It makes me want to watch The Sopranos. The Sopranos is good. More of the ultimate suave cheesiness. Went on too long. Same as Connery though. Both looked a bit too old. Yeah, I agree. Which is an interesting one because they have you watched this before we bring up this this comment? Have you seen this?
It's one of those ones I've always meant to get around to and I've never have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Next time we come for a coffee, Iggy and I have a great story about our visit to Sicily, where they filmed the wedding scene. Yeah, I've got to go there at some point. Timothy Dalton underrated as Bond. Interesting.
I couldn't stand him. Absolutely couldn't stand him. That's when I stopped watching Bond films.
Yeah.
It was only Daniel Craig dragged me back into it then. And even him I didn't think was great. It's just,
I didn't like Daniel Craig as James Bond.
Than the previous ones.
They've made James Bond very young. He is very young. Aaron Taylor Jones, whatever his name is. All I know is his name is Aaron or whatever his name is. The new James Bond is really young. He could be James Bond for 15, 20 years. Like, why do you think they've gone with someone so young?
Perhaps they should be updating it totally so it's like the son of Bond.
Yeah.
0015 or something.
Do you mean 0014?
That'll do.
Yeah. It's not the actual town of Corleone. The actual thing, I think, is it wasn't Syracuse, was it? I think it might have been Syracuse where they filmed Craig Austin Powers. Oh yes, that's another one in a hype. Austin Powers Goldmember is better than the first two. Absolutely. One of the best series, the original West Wing. Do you think they're going to keep this new Bond on for a long time, like 10 years, or what do you think they're going to do with it?
To be honest, I'm kind of done with Bond. I don't care what they do at the moment. I mean, if people, I'll listen to what people are saying about it. If they're raving about how good it is, I'll watch it. But I don't feel anything for it at the moment. In a way, it ties in with what you said. You love Roger Moore as James Bond. For me, that was the end of the peak era for Bond.
Yeah.
It's kind of got either too serious or too silly. They always never find the right balance of it. Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Ian. We need some time off from Bond. I would agree with you, but if they do bring this new guy into it, he's going to be Bond for a long time if he's that young. But I'd rather they just made some new movies and came up with some new stories rather than just rehashing old stuff. Sometimes it works. Jasmina.
I was about to say that. Are they going to come up with the all-girl version?
Jasmina. I mean, could work. Best Denzel Washington movie.
Training Day, maybe. That was really good.
Maybe. I'm not the greatest fan of Denzel Washington, so I couldn't tell you, but he's a good actor. I need to see what films Denzel. He's been in a lot of movies. Let's have a look. Denzel Washington, what has he been in that I have absolutely loved?
Equalizer was good.
Yeah. I'm bringing up his someone's got a lot of really good films if they have an entirely separate
what was the one where you had to keep diving into a swimming pool to wash off all the blood from all the killings that have been going on? I've forgotten. Man on Fire. Man on Fire, I think it was.
Yeah, Man on Fire. Yeah.
That was a pretty decent watch.
I've not really seen any of the films he's been in. I've seen The Magnificent Seven, and I enjoyed that film. It's not great. I know. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on this question. Flight was good. Good training game. The Pilot or something like that. Denzel in Fences. I preferred Basildon Bond. They've run out of novels to turn into films. I need to think it out and lay a path. Yep. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. First one on the plastic covering of the chairs and the foreign husband. Not saying it's based on real life or anything. Good one, Sophie. Lethal Weapon 2. Virtuosity.
Oh yeah, that was that really early showing for Russell Crowe as well, if I remember rightly, as a villain.
Remember the Titans. He was great in Glory. Okay, yeah. Here's one film I'm looking forward. The new Deadpool movie in the summer. And I think that's going to be going to be the film of the year with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again. Hugh Jackman.
There's very few films now that can save the Marvel franchise, isn't there? That's one of them.
That is Hugh Jackman's last movie as Wolverine, I believe, before Henry Cavill takes it. I mean, he's got to go out with a bang, surely. What do they do? Do they kill him off and then have Wolverine in a separate universe?
Well, that last film they did, the was it just called Wolverine?
Yes. No, Logan.
Logan, that was it.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I thought that was a perfect end to the Wolverine story.
And now Ryan Reynolds has done what Ryan Reynolds does and pulled him back in.
Of course.
Deadpool saving the MCU by absolutely making fun of it. Yep. That trailer is just him taking the piss out of the MCU for 15 to 5 minutes. It's brilliant.
Breaking that fourth wall is just so funny if it's done right.
Yeah.
Middle of a gunfight and then just everything stops. You know what?
F the MCU. You pulled yourself off stream, Goover.
I did. I'm sort of rest the keyboard. I'm lying back almost, quite reclined. So I rest the keyboard on top of my belly, which is big enough for it now. And just occasionally I'll move and the keyboard slides and I have to make a grab for it.
You can sing maybe Wolverine the musical. That's something I would like to see.
I don't think I would.
I think it'd be great. But Wolverine wearing the original Wolverine, that's going to be I think it's going to be a real homage to the comics, right? Of him just being silly Wolverine and not being this ultra serious Wolverine. What do you think they're going to do with it?
You got to go serious with it. He's a serious kind of bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think when you make the premise of the film quite silly, it's good to be as serious as you can when you're acting it.
Yeah.
I think it sort of gives it justice then. It's like Star Trek. You know, it's play it dead serious, straight faces, but ludicrous plots. I love it.
Yeah.
You just need to do it. If it's all silly, then you just got a bit of a mess, I
think. Bobby saying Madame Web was the final straw for me. MCU does not care about any quality content. Worse than Spot the Ball.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I don't know if you've seen it, Ben.
No, I need to try and watch it. It's not on Disney Plus.
I can sum it up for you with the opening sequences. Madame Web, she's a paramedic, and the very opening sequence, she's doing CPR on somebody, and she's doing it at this insane rate on somebody. And I thought, that's not a paramedic. There's no there's no timing in that whatsoever. And then she sees into the future that one of her co-workers is going to drive an ambulance and it's going to have a smash into a truck at the end of the road. So she tries to convince him not to go in it. It happens anyway.
Yeah.
So she runs over to try and save him, pulls him out of the truck, immediately starts CPR on him. She doesn't check for a pulse or if he's breathing or anything like that. So she's destroyed any credibility of being a paramedic immediately.
Yeah.
Then you work out, hang on, why is the ambulance going this way up the road when all the others at this accident have gone the other way? Then it pans out and you see this truck that's slammed into it.
Yeah.
There's huge tire screech marks, burnt rubber across the road for a long way. And you realise this truck's been going really fast.
Yeah.
But you see enough of the surrounding area to see it's on the docks and this truck's going straight. And at that speed, it's heading straight for the river. It couldn't be going anywhere else. Yeah. It's ridiculous, everything about it. It's like they put together this film where nobody's thought about any of the process involved in it. And then they obviously decide to edit the film.
Yeah.
But instead of reshooting a scene, they dub over it and you can see it. It's so ridiculous. It's literally one of the worst films I've ever watched.
I'm going to have to watch this film. I'm going to have to watch it. Oh, VAR and Bobby Kay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see what VAR says.
I think it's a valid point, though.
Oh, sorry, Bobby.
I'm going to appeal that one. I think it was a valid point.
I thought it was as well, but they called VAR and VAR.
Yeah,
see, this is why VAR should be removed from the decision-making process.
Consistency is key.
Yeah, absolutely. Any films you're looking forward to watching this year, Kuva, other than Deadpool and Ghostbusters?
I don't know what's coming out. I really don't.
That's the problem, isn't it? There used to be used to see movie adverts. I don't see any. I should have been paying attention when I was at the movies the other day because it said what movies are coming out. The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo is a top film. Yeah, apparently so. I've never watched it. I've got another sequel that's better than the original. The second Sherlock Holmes film by Guy Ritchie. That was excellent. Game of Shadows. I don't know if you've seen that, Kuva.
No.
That's brilliant. Those two films are brilliant.
See, that's another one where I'll go really old school with it. I like the old black and white Sherlock Holmes films with Basil Rathbone in them. I think he was just fantastic as Sherlock Holmes. And they're the best Watson as well.
Yeah. I really liked Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes and Jude Law as Watson. I think those two work so well together.
I just can't watch it because I just can't imagine them doing it. Like I said,
brilliant.
Basil Rathbone stuck in my head and I just can't see anybody being the same. I'll get that with Doctor Who as well because I'm a Tom Baker fan and nobody else is Tom Baker.
With Doctor Who, there's only one. I really like that they gave him a proper send off. David Tennant for me is Doctor Who.
Fantastic actor, yeah.
He's so he's almost like the way Patrick Stewart made Jean-Luc Picard. It's like Shakespearean how good actors they are. You can see a lot of actors they had, like David Tennant had Billie Piper, who was a shocking actress. She's got a lot better now after years of experience. But you could see that the aura of David Tennant brings everyone together and makes everyone better. And that's what you have, like world class actors that can fill any role, make everyone else look better. I wonder what if for people that do like Doctor Who is everyone's favourite Doctor? Who's has said Tom Baker? I want to know this. This is great.
Yeah, I think I'd agree that David Tennant's better actor. He does the role better than Tom Baker does. But for me, Tom Baker looked and sounded like what I wanted Doctor Who to be.
I love them both, but I think Tom Baker was he was a brilliant Doctor. He's definitely in the top three. He's definitely in the top
and my
three.
dad would have said John Pertwee.
John Pertwee was good as well. He was very good. Peter Capaldi was great. I Will Die on This Hill. He is great. His writers were shocking. Like, he had the absolute worst writers. I'll say the same thing as Matt Smith. I loved Matt Smith as the Doctor, but his writers were terrible. Moffat sent him down the river.
Yeah, he kind of looked the part, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. He just has that charisma and the move in the hands and the outfit.
With a hint of geekiness to it, as the Doctor should have, yeah.
Yeah. David Tennant is just a really damn good actor. He's just brilliant in everything. He's so good.
Have you watched Jessica Jones?
No, I haven't.
The first series of Jessica Jones is amazing because David Tennant's in it.
Yeah.
And he absolutely carries it. Yeah. Second series, there's no David Tennant.
Yeah.
At least for a long part of it, if I remember rightly. And it's just crap.
It falls apart, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely falls to pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. Stuart is saying my favourite Doctor is Dr. Hararam. He's an excellent Hararam. He is an excellent GP. I like it. Good stuff. Tom Baker for me. Don't watch the new ones because they are terrible. You need to watch. Christopher Eccleston was also a brilliant Doctor. I thought he was that Doctor that everyone needed to bring it back, of just being stern and almost nasty.
Again, that's what I'm saying about you need to play it serious in a when you're going into a show that's actually quite a silly premise. Play it as dead serious as you possibly can. It works that way.
Is it bad that I'm not really a movie fan? Yes, it is, Sophie. We love movies.
Yeah,
you gotta love movies.
Get out. Get out. Take your corner with you and just get out.
Tennant had a great storyline, and I love Matt Smith as the Doctor. I think he's brilliant. John Pertwee for me. John Pertwee's good. I love the car. I love how they made it. They gave his Doctor a whole thing to it rather than him just going around in the TARDIS. They gave him that thing.
I think that's the whole thing with John Pertwee and Tom Baker. The voice. They had a lot of authority when they talked.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a really ancient Time Lord. Of course he should have authority. He knows what he's doing. I think that really works. As soon as you get these weak little voices doing the Doctor,
what's her name? Jodie Whittaker. She didn't have that screen presence. She didn't have it. She had the quirkiness, but she didn't have the presence to say, "I am the Doctor. If you're gonna make a female Doctor, you need someone with a lot of presence." What's her name? Kate Blanchett. She could definitely play the Doctor because when she's on the screen, she takes up the entire screen. Like when she was Hela, like you could not tell.
That's fantastic.
That's how absolutely
made that movie.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. Fantastic.
You've got to have that on-screen presence to be that sort of role. There's so many good female actors they could have picked to do but she just didn't have it for me. John Pertwee was my favourite Doctor Who, as well as my favourite Wurzel Gummidge. Wurzel Gummidge is brilliant. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. All Doctors after Tennant are based on his character. Need to change the Doctor's character. I possibly agree, but I think the current guy is doing a really decent job. I can't remember his name, but he's doing a decent job at the moment. Nobody put Sophie in that corner. Yeah, bring back Sophie's corner. Jodie Whittaker had a lot of things going against her. Almost none of them she could control. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But so did Peter Capaldi, but he rode the storm. She just didn't have the on-screen presence to be the Doctor.
I kind of enjoyed the reboot of Doctor Who when Eccleston was there, but then I very quickly started finding the scripts getting stale again. It's kind of hard to come out with all entirely new stuff.
Yeah.
A bit of nostalgia though coming back in. I mean, you've always got to repeat things like Cybermen and Daleks. They've always got to come back.
They carried a story. I remember the Daleks went away for like 4 seasons. Like, where are the Daleks? I want the Daleks back. The Tenants for sure, true. But having COVID happen in the middle wasn't great either. I get it, but it is you can't. COVID doesn't stop you being able to write a story, and they just couldn't write a story for her. But even if the stories are bad, you've got to have that. Like another Thor movie, people slam Love and Thunder, but I love Love and Thunder. Christian Bale was Gore in Love and Thunder. No, was it? I think it was Gore. I can never remember his name. He was brilliant and carried that role of being a dark, evil. And then you have people like Russell Crowe being Zeus, and no, was it Russell Crowe? Yeah, it was. You've got to have on-screen presence, and you've got to have that aura about it.
It's a Marvel movie. You need to have over-the-top, massive screen presence. I agree. Yeah.
Which I 100% bad writing, a questionable casting choice is hard to. Absolutely. They thought with Jodie Whittaker, if we bring another person from a David Tennant-like show, maybe she can be like a female David Tennant. There's only one David Tennant.
Who's been the best actor in the whole of the Marvel movies?
Ooh.
The whole time. For me, I'm going to go for Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Yeah. I think it was perfect.
Scarlett Johansson is also, she carries that role brilliantly.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, he was solid in all his movies. Chris Evans was brilliant as Captain America. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, being the glue that holds it all together. With his bit of silliness, and everyone's really serious.
All in all, there's been some pretty good casting for it. Yeah. But when they get it wrong, it's super bad.
Yeah, it just falls apart.
Yeah.
The writers may have been treated in hospital too. Big up the NHS. Oh God. Oh, brilliant. But
National Hindi Service, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. But on that note, Coobs, it's time to end the show. When are you next back?
Tomorrow, I believe. We do.
Here we are. Brewing Bollocks tomorrow. We've got Brewing Bollocks.
Little bit of a calmed down Brewing Bollocks this time.
Absolutely. Yeah. A calmed down Brewing Bollocks. We're going to have a good chat. We're going to talk cream teas, I think. We'll have a cream tea. Maybe some roast beef.
Oh, now you're talking.
Let's talk roast beef.
Savoury or sweet, Ben?
Of what?
Just in general.
Savoury. For me, savoury. But yeah, I do love... I'm savoury unless it's chocolate, but I love chocolate.
Sorry, what?
I love chocolate. So that's why me and Bobby K get on so well.
Come again? Sure. Biscuit, you mean?
No, chocolate.
Biscuit? Come on, you can do it. Biscuit.
No, we're not talking about biscuits here, Coover. We're talking about chocolate bars. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, and if you want to subscribe to the Free Spurs Boys, the link is there in the chat if you haven't already. Isn't it refreshing? Different opinions on films. Don't get called delusional. You never know. Yeah. You never know. You're all deluded anyway. And we're all deluded.
Unless somebody likes Madam Web.
Absolutely. But thank you all so much for watching today's show. We will be back tomorrow at 3:30 for Brewing Bollocks. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing. Thank you so much for watching.
Come on, you Spurs.
Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible.